Hello and welcome to Voice of Fire Tarot. Now for today's reading I'm going to be talking about what blessing is coming towards you. I'll be first asking what blessing it will be, and then I will be asking how it will show up in your life, and I will finish by asking Spirit what you can do to ensure that this blessing affects your life in the most positive way. Okay? So as usual, there'll be 4 groups to choose from. So if you choose the first group, you will be picking the blue obsidian crystal. If you pick the second group, it will be the clear quartz pointer or clear quartz wand. If you pick the third group, it will be the opalite crystal. And if you pick the fourth group, it will be the tiger's eye crystal. So take your time, use your intuition, pause the video if necessary, and select which group or groups most resonate with you. Please remember that these are general readings, so just take what resonates and leave the rest. If you like what you see, please remember to hit the like button. Please feel free to subscribe to my channel as well. And if you want more of the same, please remember to hit the notification bell as well, so you will be alerted when a new video is uploaded. And for ease of access as well, if you look in the comments below, I've included this timestamps for each pile, so you can get to it much more easily. Okay, so thank you very much, and I will see you at your reading. Goodbye. Hello Group 1, and welcome to your reading. You chose the lovely blue obsidian crystal, and this reading will be about what blessing is coming towards you. Okay. So, Spirit, please can you tell me what blessing is coming towards people in Group 1, please? What blessing is coming towards them, please? What have we got? Let's have a little look. Okay, we have the 3 of Wands, followed by the 6 of Wands, followed by the Star. Okay, so instantly what I'm getting from this Group 1 is that you are in some kind of situation where you are able to express yourself fully. It's like there's no bounds. It's like you've possibly in the past, you've had this kind of lack of confidence, which has caused, it's like it's kind of made you recede into the shadows. But what I feel like now you are coming out into the full, and that you are starting to get noticed for your talents. As we see by the 3 of Wands, this person, he is looking out, the sun, everything is illuminated, and he's looking out on this sea of different things that he's able to do. Whether you're male or female, it doesn't matter. This is just an energy, but this is to see of all the different possibilities of what you were able to do. And then he is going forward victoriously, and then all these wishes and all this fulfillment is coming down, you know, from Spirit to the earth plane. So what I'm getting for you, it's like you're riding high. So I'm thinking possibly what it could be is some kind of new job, or a significant promotion in the current job that you have. It's like you're building a really strong, really solid reputation for yourselves. And I'm just getting the sense that you really are showing yourself in the best light. And there is an element of fame attached to this. So some of you might be doing something, you know, quite public in the public arena. For example, you could be starting a new business where your clients are starting to kind of build up. People are starting to recognize your worth and what you can do. You could be doing, for example, a YouTube channel where you're starting to get noticed, okay, and starting to get recognized, and all these blessings are coming down to you. And what it's doing is giving you a new focus and a new direction of where you're wanting to go. And I'm getting a real sense of independence here. Independence, strength and focus. There's a lot of courage here. It's like you stepped out of your comfort zone, you've taken a risk, and the risk has paid off. So for example, it's like you've gone for a job and you weren't really sure, you know, whether you had you know, sort of, you might have felt like that kind of imposter syndrome where you didn't feel like you had the right credentials. You might have thought you weren't as good as other people, but now you've got this realization that you are good enough, and it's come through, and it's like you've succeeded. So whether that be a job or whether that be, but I'm really getting a sense of some kind of job or some kind of business. That's what I'm getting here on a practical level. But it's more to do with how it's elevated your own energy. There's a lot of fire, obviously. I'm getting a lot of solar plexus energy as well. The wonderful thing about it is that what you were doing, it's like you were feeling really, really connected. This isn't something really, really superficial. It's something where you're really connected to, it's like you're connected to your soul purpose, your life purpose. It's what you're meant to do. So this is really, really important and really, really wonderful, actually. So Spirit, can you tell me anything more, please, about this blessing that is coming towards people in group 1, please? Oh, sorry. Okay. On the bottom of this deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. This is like, I'm getting a feeling of the like a new beginning, like a new opportunity that has been opened up to you. I'm getting a real sense of things that have been closed and are starting to open up. So, wow. To give more information about the Three of Wands, we have the World card. All right, so as I said before, people are really starting to recognize you. You're putting your full self, your best version of yourself out into the world arena. And then we have the Eight of Wands. So we have this focus, we have this drive, this determination of the Six of Wands, and we have the Eight of Wands. This is direction, this is purpose. And things are starting to feel really, really effortless as you move forward. And then we have the Seven of Cups. Wow. So what this is telling me is that what I'm feeling, group 1, is that you've had a lot of dreams, and for a long time now that you have been feeling that these dreams they're kind of just daydreams, or they're in the ether. But now what's happening is your energy is starting to change. This blessing is showing that your energy is starting to change. You're actually starting to recognize that these dreams that you want, what you want for yourself, you are no longer in the darkness, you are now in the light. And it's like what I see, these dreams in the clouds, they're being actually brought down to earth. Okay, so brought down from the unseen to the seen, as we see through the stars and the star card. And you see this figure, she's replenishing the earth, just like she's renewing herself. This is like a new you. It's like a rebirth as well. That's wonderful. So what I want to know now, please, Spirit, I would like to know, how will this blessing show up in the lives of people in group 1, please? How will it show up for them in their life, in reality, in the 3D? Okay, so we have the Five of Swords, followed by the Five of Pentacles, followed by the Three of Swords. So I don't do reversals, group 1, so if I can help it. But what I'm seeing from here is that this is like telling me, it's kind of like a blessing in disguise. I think up to now, you're feeling this kind of, it's like you're wanting to hide away. It's like you're feeling on the peripheries. It's like you feel that you have been defeated and you have been cut off from all the joys that other people are getting. Okay, as I see here, it's kind of like this this feeling of just feeling kind of a lack, possibly some element of you know, not having a lot of money. Things are difficult, things are tight really financially. This is what I'm getting here. And it's like, I get a sense that you have possibly tried, you dabbled in the past maybe, but things haven't quite come to light, or things haven't come to fruition, and it's caused a lot of pain. It's like every time you do something and it doesn't work out, it's like it's eroded your self-esteem, okay? But what I'm seeing now is that this heart is starting to heal. These swords are being lifted out of this Three of Swords. So I'm going to get some more information about this, but I'm going to use this other deck that I have here. So Spirit, please can I have more information about how this blessing will show up in the lives of people in group 1, please. And I'm getting a sense with this energy here that at the moment you are very, very much in this, and it's like things are happening beneath the surface in terms of your energy. So I don't know what you're doing, group 1, but I feel like you are doing a lot of work on yourselves. It's like things like improving your self-confidence, improving your kind of it's almost like when someone does cosmic ordering. If you know about cosmic ordering, it's like they're trying to get themselves in the alignment of going from poverty consciousness to abundance consciousness as well. And that's what I'm feeling with you. I'm feeling that you're in a process, and it's like you feel that things aren't happening, but what Spirit is telling you is that they are happening. So they are coming to fruition, even though it feels quite painful at the moment. Okay, more information please about how this blessing will show up in the lives of people in group 1, please. What's interesting is I'm seeing the number 3. As I said, we've got the number 3 here with the three of wands, and we have the number 3 here, okay? What it's telling me is that you're transmuting from this sort of closed, sort of broken-hearted energy to something much more open, much more confident. Wow, okay. We have the Ace of Cups here. This is to do with emotional healing. As I said before, your heart is starting to heal from this thing where you felt quite isolated from other people as well, quite hidden in the background. Wow, we have the Wheel of Fortune as well. So remember what I said about cosmic ordering. I really feel that you are going through a process, group 1, and things, you feel this at the moment, but this is starting to work its way up. So this will be a reality. And then we have the Knight of Wands. Yes, you are healing. This is what I'm getting from this. Your heart is healing. You're in the process. It's like your heart chakra is being healed, your solar plexus. You're starting to get more confidence, okay? This Wheel of Fortune, as we say, what they're telling me, it is pivotal how you believe in yourself. And what is most important for you is that you try and get onto that, that kind of energy of abundance. It's like believing that it has happened already before it has happened, and what will happen, things will materialize and you will get this confidence, as you see in the Knight of Wands. So they're telling me, you know, whatever's happening in the life of this figure in the Knight of Wands, he doesn't care. He's just going forward boldly because he has a passion, he has a drive, and I feel this is what is happening for you, and this is really, really important for you. So yeah, massive process going on at the moment, group 1. Okay, so what I'd like to know now, please, Spirit, is what can people in group 1 do to ensure that this blessing affects their life in the most positive way, please? Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, followed by the Knight of Cups, followed by the Strength card. Yeah, as I said, well, what I'm thinking here, the Queen of Cups, this is, I'm gonna sense that you are needing to really, they want you to keep on this process, what I'm sensing that you're doing, so that you really, really gain a deep a deep insight into your own emotions and your feelings, what makes you tick, what you really, really want. This is what this Queen of Cups does. She's very, introspective. She sees beneath the layers as well. So really, it's really connecting to yourself. And what it's saying is, if you feel bad, it's okay, to release things. It's okay to have space for yourself. It's okay to cry if you need to. It doesn't matter. Because what's happening through this process, the Knight of Cups, he's like a messenger. He's giving you this cup, this emotional cup. It's like a cup of enlightenment. So you're really starting to get connected to your feelings. And what this is doing, you've got this Major Arcana, you've got this Strength card, okay? This is lovely. Yeah, it's complete strength in order for you to move on and attain what you need. Because what they're telling me, especially with this Wheel of Fortune, what you want is definitely attainable. This blessing is going to come to you, but it just depends on how you line up with this energy of abundance and belief in yourself as well. You have to make this not just into a belief, but into a knowing. You know it before it has actually happened, okay? But you really, really need to explore yourself on a very, very deep level. And you will need to take some time out for yourself to do that, okay? It's emphasizing to me that that is really important for you to receive this blessing. Remember, this cup is the blessing that is being given to you, okay? Let me get a bit of information, please. Anything else you can tell me, Spirit, about how can people in Group 1, what can they do to ensure that this blessing impacts their life in the most positive way? So we have the Hierophant, okay, and then we have the Six of Wands again, lovely, and then we have the Ten of Swords. All right, so yeah, you really have to take this seriously, Group 1, what you're doing at the moment, because what's going to happen is, I see with this Hierophant, it's like you are getting a sense of knowing. I think you're downloading a lot of messages from the universe about yourself. The more deep you go into yourself, the more things will start to materialize. You'll get this confidence that you are doing and thinking that you're on the right path, basically. I really, really feel that from this. And then, yeah, you're accepting. The deeper and deeper you go into yourself, you're getting much more confident in your kind of own right. It's like you're building like a structure for yourself as well. I see this, you can be seen as quite rigid, obviously, but I think you need a bit of structure as well. This is what it's saying. And what that will do, that will bring in that kind of Six of Wands energy, as we got here. This is that feeling of triumph and victory. You are starting to get really, really confident in yourself. And they're saying it's okay to, when you're vulnerable, it's okay to feel vulnerable. That's a normal process, and they don't want you to ignore it. They need you to look at the signs and look at what this is telling you as well. And then what will happen is this cycle of feeling so awful will actually come to an end. And I'm really, really feeling that this is to do with what your mind is telling you. And what they're telling me is that your key to this, to bringing this blessing in, is kind of, I wouldn't say tricking your mind, but actually getting your mind into a higher frequency. Yeah, let the negative thoughts come. Let them just sweep over you. Don't resist them. Just let them sweep over you. And just see them for what they are, all right? And really, really, this will help you to open up your heart, okay? Really, really important. So you end this cycle of the turmoil of the mind, I should say. We have the Ten of Swords, end of a cycle and a new beginning, which we have with the Strength card as well. Okay, right, so I'm going to get some oracles just to give a bit more information. So Spirit, please can you tell me 3 questions. I'd like to know what the blessing is, please, for people in Group 1, how it will show up in their life, and what they can do to ensure it impacts their life in the most positive way, please. Yeah, see what I say here? Follow your dreams. Yeah, what I said before, you are finally getting to a realization you are much more capable than what you think you are. What your mind is telling you, you don't need to be in this this kind of mind state, this energy state. You are much more capable than what you think, and you have a lot of potential. So they're saying, please follow your dreams. Really, really important. And what it's saying is your dreams will become a reality. We have the Seven of Cups and we have this star as well. This is bringing it down to earth. This is complete, you know, emotional wish fulfillment. And how it will show up in your life, we have perseverance. Yeah, it's not going to happen straight away, but what you're doing, what they're telling me is what you're doing it right, okay, and to keep on doing it, and eventually this will start to come to the surface. And then we have what you can do is music. Wow. Yeah, so remember what I said before, it's like really connecting to the kinds of things that you love to do. This is the Queen of Cups. She's taking time out for herself. She's really thinking, what is it I want to do? What makes me happy? So for some of you, yes, it could definitely mean music, okay? Music itself. But it's also the same energy that's related to music as well. Music is to do with creation. It puts you in that kind of mental state where you're creating, you're inspired, that kind of thing. It's like looking for inspiration. And then when you get that inspiration, to follow it, to follow your dreams and to persevere in it as well. So I'm going to get a bit more information now. Okay. So, please, Spirit, same questions, please, for people in group 1, please, about the blessing that is coming towards them. Okay, so what is the blessing? How will it show up? And what can people in group 1 do to ensure it impacts their life in the most positive way? Proceeding softly, my inner power grows in moments of quietude. Which is what this Queen of Cups is doing. She's in their moments of quiet. She's really getting a really, really deep sense of what she wants and what she loves. Okay, that's really, really important. I really get a sense that there's a lot of inner work that's happening here, group 1. And then, wow, exceeding expectations. I soar into excellence. Remember what I said before. How it will show up, you are suddenly, it's like a key will be turned, a switch will be switched on. You are suddenly going to realize that you are far better than this. This is what lies ahead for you, but it will take a little bit of time, a bit of perseverance. Okay, lovely. And then we have stepping into stillness. My power is born in the majesty of silence. So this is what you can do. Okay, so yeah, I think what it's telling me is taking time out as well, that stillness. It's like what they want you to do is get really, really centered. It doesn't mean necessarily doing loads of activity. You just have to be really, you need to take time out for yourself and be really, really centered and still. And what will happen is, for example, this new job opportunity or this promotion, all these things are just side effects of what will happen. You will start to step into your own power because you've given yourself that stillness. You've really centered yourself. You've aligned your chakras, and things are starting to flow much better. Okay, and you were soaring into excellence. Okay, wow. Okay, so I hope that was helpful, group 1. Please leave a comment. If you want to leave any feedback about the reading, that would be wonderful. If you like it, please hit the like button and please feel free to subscribe as well. So thank you very much and goodbye. Hello people in group 2 and welcome to your reading. You chose the clear quartz pointer or clear quartz wand, okay? And your reading will be about what blessing is coming towards you. All right, so let us begin. Okay. So Spirit, please can you give me information about the blessing that is coming towards people in group 2, please? Okay, so we have the 7 of Cups, followed by the Queen of Cups, followed by the 6 of Wands. So what I'm getting a sense of here, group 2, is that you are getting the strength and the courage to make your dreams a reality. And it's like as well, you are getting a much deeper insight into what your dreams are. It's like you're tuning in. You're really, really tuning into the deeper layers of yourself. It's like you're seeing something as well. It's like you're seeing something that is kind of beneath the veil as well. So I'm really getting a sense that you're seeing something. It's almost quite of a psychic feel I get to this group 2. It's like you're possibly getting messages or something in your dreams, and this is enabling you to carry on whatever it is you're doing, and carry on this mission on Earth, and it's able to give you the strength and the courage to sort of go through any obstacles that are in your way. All right. So I want to get a bit more information about this, please, Spirit. So information, please, about the blessings or blessing that is coming towards people in group 2, please. It's almost like the blessing is like your inner vision. It's like your third eye. It's like that kind of ESP, your clairvoyance is kind of improving. Okay, that's what I'm getting here. So we have the Knight of Cups, followed by the Hanged Man, yeah. And then followed by the 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, this is to do, this is definitely to do with your, I think it's to do with your clairvoyant abilities. It's like you're starting to realise, you're starting to see, it's like you're seeing through all the barriers. Like this Hanged Man here, he's actually seeing things from a different perspective. It's also possibly, well, I think it is definitely in your case, it's to do with the 12th house. So it's very psychic, it's a very spiritual card as well. He's hanging upside down, and it's like he's swinging between different dimensions. So it's like, as I said before, you're seeing beyond the veil. He's seeing things from a different perspective. And if you see this light emanating from this head, which is to do, I think in your case, it's to do with your upper chakras, okay? And what you're doing, this is like, it's like you're being activated. This is what I'm seeing. And it's kind of removing all these blockages as well. And as I said, in your dreams, what I'm seeing here, in your dreams, or kind of when you're meditating, you are getting visions, or it might not be visions for some of you. It might be sort of a feeling or something that's coming towards you. And it's telling you a lot about yourself and what is happening around you. It's massively deep insight, okay? It's like you've been opened up to all this kind of, it's kind of esoteric, occult knowledge. And what this is doing is making you feel possibly a bit kind of, possibly a bit uneasy at first, because I think it's like you've been holding on to something really, really tightly into what your version of possibly reality or the 3D has been up to now. But it's like you're being released from this. It's kind of your blockages are being released. And if you look, we have these pentacles on top of this crown chakra, his heart chakra, and the root chakra as well. So even though you think you're grounded, it's like you're not, if you know what I mean. What I'm getting a sense is that you're actually, by opening up your upper chakras, and also what I want to say here is that We have a lot of cups energy, so it's a big focus on the heart here as well. He's holding his pentacle in front of his heart, and it's like not letting anything in. But what's happened is you are releasing. It's like you're releasing something. This hangman also is about surrendering. It's like you're surrendering to the wonders of life, to the alchemy of life as well. And then what's happening is you're receiving this gift. It's like a second sight. It's a deep awareness, a deep knowledge that you're receiving. And which is actually, inversely, it's actually making you feel actually more grounded on the earth plane as well. All right. So what I want to know now, Spirit, is how will this blessing show up for people in group 2, please? There's a very spiritual sense to it, group 2. Okay. It's like you're seeing an alternative reality. It's like it elevated in some way. So we have these cards. We have the 2 of Swords, followed by the 9 of Wands, followed by the 7 of Pentacles. So what I'm feeling here is, it just feels like you're in another reality, to be honest, or you're in that kind of, at the moment you feel like you're kind of in stasis, and that you're kind of looking out, and it's like you're not sure. But what's happening is it's like you're getting, as I said before, you're getting activated, and you're getting a lot of information that's coming through here, and really getting a sense that you're also looking at this 7 of Cups and this Queen of Cups and the Hanged Man, that you're possibly getting some sort of connection to the Akashic records. So loads of like information about your soul and where it's going, and it's really, really it's kind of making you assess where you are at the moment on the earth plane. You're assessing where you are, and it's like you're building it's like you're building a database, and you're aware of it, all the things that you're building up, all the really, really good things as well. So I want to get more information, please, Spirit, about this blessing for people in group 2, please. Oh wow, 10 of Cups, followed by the 5 of Swords, followed by the 2 of Swords again. Okay, there's a lot of assessment going on. I think there's a lot of self-assessment. It's like you are getting, when you're in this, it's like what I feel that you will be in kind of, you possibly, like the 2 of Swords, you're in a kind of meditative state, or in a daydream state, or in a dream state, and you suddenly get some kind of inspiration, some kind of wonderful feeling, or some kind of clarity that will come through, and this will make you feel so fulfilled and so happy. All right, and what's happening? This 5 of Swords, up to now, you've been feeling really, really blocked, and it's like you feeling like a lack of luster, or possibly a bit of existentialism has come in as well. You're feeling not very connected to the earth plane. You don't really know where you're going. It's like you've lacked a bit of direction up to now, but I'm getting a sense that you're starting to get much more of a stronger sense of purpose, and this is enabling you as well. This card also, the 9 of Wands, he's battled a lot, he's got a lot of courage, and he's still standing. This is giving you a lot of strength as well. And what's happening is, because of this inner reflection, we have reflection with the mind and with the heart. So the mind with the 2 of Swords, and with the heart with the Queen of Cups. What that is doing is opening up a much deeper awareness. Okay, and then you are able to see, and you are assessing what you've been doing up to now, and all the things that you've achieved as well. It's putting you like in a different mind state. You're seeing things from a different perspective, and that things are starting to become really much more clear. You're much less confused as well. What I want to know now, please, is What can people in group 2 do to ensure that this blessing affects their life in the most positive way? So we have the Four of Cups, followed by the Tower, right, followed by the Page of Swords. So I inadvertently, what's really funny, I use this deck. I don't normally use this deck as a start-up deck. I normally use the original Rider-Waite, but for some reason, Spirit wanted me to pick up this deck and use it first, which is really, really interesting. So I think there's something in this deck Spirit wanted to communicate to you through this particular deck, which is quite unusual actually. So what we want to do is realise that you have a gift from Spirit, and that it might feel, as I said before, it might feel quite jolting, quite uncomfortable, but what they want you to do is go along with it. Because what I said before, it's like you've been energized. It's like you're being what can I call it? Upgraded is what I'm thinking. Because I'm seeing this tower. It's like, if you see this lightning, it's very, very powerful. Yes, there's destruction, but it's like it's destructing the old things that no longer serve you. All right, and it's wanting you to allow this to happen. Yeah, these old blockages are no longer serving you. This is destructing it and it's blowing the crown off, if you see. So what I'm seeing is that what we need to do is allow these downloads that are coming from Spirit, allow them. And what will happen is you will get a lot of clarity from doing this. They want you to be really, really clear-minded about this, really open-minded, and about something that feels quite uncomfortable, but it's actually something for your own good. It's renewing yourself. It's quite scorpionic energy as well. It's like a massive transformation happening for you, group 2, but I want you to allow it. And this to me as well, what I forgot to say about this 10 of Cups, this is end of a cycle. This is a beautiful, very, very positive card. This to me, it goes beyond like things like, you know, a blessing, like having more money, having a better job. Yes, that will happen as a side effect, but what's happened is you're feeling much more connected. You're feeling much more connected to the earth around you, to Spirit, and to everything. And it's like your heart is, full. That's what I'm really, really getting from this group 2. So I'm going to get some clarity now, or a bit more information using this deck, my original deck, just to see what Spirit has to say, please, about what people in group 2 can do to make sure that this blessing affects their life in the most positive way, please. We have the Magician. Wow, okay. Followed by the 10 of Wands. Followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, okay. This is, to me, this is like what you need to do is get into a frequency that you have complete self-power and self-control over your own thoughts and where you are going. What it's telling me is that this Magician energy, this is very much about leadership, but I think in your case it's about self-leadership and self-mastery as well. This is very, very different to the 10 of Wands. Yes, he's carrying a lot of wands, but things are starting to wear this person down, or this figure down in the 10 of Wands. And what's happening is the Tower is needed to destruct all this. This is like the old burdens that you've been carrying, all right? So allow that Tower moment to come through and destruct the old, bring in the new. And what this will do, as I said, you were able not just to connect to Spirit, but also you were able to manifest the things that you want on the material plane. What will happen is you have the Ace of Pentacles. This is material abundance. So not just with money, this could also be with health and just happiness with physical things, the physical earth plane. This is happiness. This is like a golden opportunity or opportunities that are coming your way. As I said before, it's a very scorpionic energy. It's like transformation of the old, bringing new opportunities to you. So what I'm seeing is it doesn't really matter what these opportunities are, it's how they make you feel. So whatever it is you've got on your mind that you want to achieve, you need to, what spirits want you to do is to just take notice of the signs and the kind of synchronicities that are coming to you, all right? Even when things are feeling quite difficult, you are getting a sign, and you are getting a message, and you are getting clarity. And what that's doing is, by just going with the flow, okay, going with the flow, being really, really introspective, you're actually getting into a sense of your own self-power. So you can move on from the Ten of Wands energy to completely manifesting what you want in on the earth plane. This is wonderful. Okay, so now I'd like to know a bit more, please, Spirit, about this blessing that is coming to people in group 2, please. This, to me, I'm just looking at this Five of Swords and I'm getting a sense that you've been feeling quite defeated, maybe quite weary of the earth plane, of what's going on around you, but you're suddenly getting this sort of strength. It's like a strength to carry on, and that's how it's going to show up in your life. But you're not just carrying on. What they want you to do, they want you to be really, really abundant as well. Abundant in how you think and how you connect to the earth plane. And this is what I'm really, really feeling strongly here, group 2. So what is the blessing? How will it show up in their life? And what they can do to ensure it has the most positive impact in their life, please. So we have perseverance. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, and what it's saying is keep going, like this Seven of Wands. Keep going, because there's something wonderful happening for you. And this is part of the energy of surrendering to the flow of life as well. And then we have, what did I say about scorpionic energy? How it will show up? We have rebirth here. Wow. You are undergoing a rebirth. So it will feel uncomfortable, but just know that you are being reborn into something much greater. It's like your vibration is being elevated as well. And then what you can do is, what did I say about the Magician? We have manifestation. Wow. Okay. So yeah, please persevere. You are getting a rebirth, and you are going to be the ultimate manifester. All right. You are able to direct whatever it is you want, whatever it is that feels like a dream, okay, or not real. You are able now, from doing this work, you can actually bring it into reality. Wow. This is very, very powerful, group 2, I have to say. Let's have a little look. Let's have a look at this deck. Okay, so, wow, expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. Okay, that is wonderful. Really, really focus on this card. This is telling me that, yeah, miracles are coming your way. But it's like you have to surrender. You have to persevere. As I said before, surrender to the alchemy of life. Surrender to the downloads that are coming to you from spirit. Really, really go into yourself. Wow. This is like what I said with group 1. It's like getting into the energy of abundance, the energy of manifestation. Even when you feel that things aren't going the way you want, if you get into that frequency of miracles happening, they will happen in the 3D. It's about energy as well. The energy is there, but for you get into this frequency, you'll be able to manifest it in reality. So how will it show up in your life? Cultivating prosperity. So the abundance of the universe is pouring into my life. Yeah, definitely. You are sowing seeds and they are starting to grow. This is almost like, I'm looking at this 9 of Wands and also this 7 of Pentacles. Remember what I said before, you're looking at this is like before we get to the bush, if you like. I'm thinking of runner beans, and when people are planting runner beans and they're watching them grow and cultivate, this is what I'm seeing here. And this is when things are starting to flower, and you really start to see, your efforts and how they are actually materializing on earth. This is very, very positive, group 2. Yeah, sowing the seeds and watching them grow, and you're seeing that these things are starting to sprout up. All right, things are starting to weave. All right, remember, things are being born, and this is you. This is your energy. And what can you do to, wow, flying free? I unfurl my wings and fly. Okay. What a lovely way to end the reading. We've got manifestation, we have the magician, and we have flying free as well. All right. There are limitless possibilities for you. What it's telling me, there is no limits to what you can do, to what you can manifest, to what you can achieve, group 2. Well, lovely blessing. Thank you very much for tuning in, group 2. I hope you liked the reading. Please feel free to hit the like button, leave any comments, any feedback. Also subscribe to my channel if you feel that you want to. And again, thank you very much and goodbye. Hello group 3 and welcome to your reading. You chose the lovely Opalite crystal, and this reading will be about what blessing is coming to you. So let's begin. So Spirit, please can you tell me what blessing is coming towards people in group 3, please? What blessing is coming towards people in group 3, please? Okay, so we have the 4 of Swords, followed by the Devil, followed by the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so an interesting start to group 3. I'm getting the sense that you have been in a bit of a situation where you haven't been able to get kind of material abundance, and you've been feeling that quite detached from the energy of prosperity and financial abundance. And what I'm seeing here is like you are now stepping into a time in your life when you are getting this kind of Capricorn energy. As we see with the Devil, he is associated with the zodiac sign of Capricorn, and this is to do with getting the things that you want, the things that you desire, into material form. It's about setting goals, and this is Capricorn. It's about setting goals and really being focused on achieving them. Okay, so it's really strongly about some sort of wealth or prosperity on the earth plane, and then we have this lovely 6 of Pentacles, which is to do with balance. And what it's telling me is that you're finally getting your share of something, and you are able finally to just take a bit of time out, just relax and just let this all flow through as well. This is a blessing that's coming towards you. You've been working really hard, and now you can just allow things to come towards you. All right. Also, with this Devil card, yeah, it has been difficult. You might have gone through quite a few, self-doubts, dark times as well. But things are starting to come onto the material plane for you. So, for example, it might have been like some of you might have been a business that was really, really struggling, and you were trying to make ends meet. But finally, you're starting to see some sort of, you're starting to get profits from it. Okay. Rather than just sort of breaking even, you are starting to get some profits from it. It could be also an investment that you made quite a long time ago. You weren't seeing any return on it, but now you really are starting to get some return on it. You're starting to see things come through financially for you. That's what I'm getting from this group 3. So I'm going to get a bit of information about this. So Spirit, please can you give me more information about the blessing that is coming towards people in group 3, please? But I'm really getting a sense this is something really financial, really sort of financially abundant, something financially prosperous. You're really starting to get the return on something. Okay, what's we got here? That one. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups, followed by the Fool, followed by the Seven of Cups. Yeah, definitely. Something that you didn't believe, or you had a lot of really dark thoughts, strong kind of a lot of self-doubts, insecurities. Things are finally starting to come through from your dreams. These are filtering down into reality in a material, tangible form. So for example, on the bottom of this deck, we had the Eight of Swords, and I get a sense of there's a feeling of restriction here. You're feeling restricted, which is also denoted by the devil. That can be to do with feeling bound, feeling restricted, feeling quite in the dark. You're having to face like the dark, really murky side of things. But because of that, because of what you've been through, it's like you're getting I'm getting the feeling that you're getting some sort of breakthrough. And I get here, this Fool, this is like new beginnings, and this is like a new lease on life I'm seeing here. The Fool is also about connection directly to source, all right? And because you've been exposed to the darkness and the light, it's like you've been able to get the best of both of them things. Because remember, in life, there is a balance. There has to be darkness and there has to be light, but it's about balancing things out. And now what I feel is that the balance is starting to turn, it might have been all dark or mostly dark, but now you're getting more of a balance and things are starting to, it's like it's starting to pay up for you. You know, things are starting to get very, very prosperous. And then definitely you're receiving the gift now. This is a gift coming directly, I feel directly from Spirit, and it's a gift of emotional fulfillment. I'm getting a sense of self-love, but also what I'm getting a sense of is freedom. Strong sense of freedom. And freedom is coming very, very quickly on the heels of this feeling of being stuck, or being bound by, you know, kind of negative thoughts and negative feelings about yourself. What this could be is something material as well, that has been something tangible, that's been something that's holding you back. So this could be a particular job where you haven't been feeling fulfilled. You're feeling quite crushed by this job or a situation. You know, it could be with another person, but there's something about it that it feels like it's holding you back, and it's holding you in a state of being bound and not free. And then you haven't been able to achieve your dreams up to now. But now what's happening is the tables are starting to turn, and it's like you could be getting a promotion in this job, or you could be seeing an opportunity with your business that you're able to you could be like reducing the hours in this job, and you could be finding, you know, much more freedom in your own business, or finding much more freedom within this job or within your career. There's different pathways that you were suddenly starting to see, and you're able to now just to rest that mind with the Four of Swords. And this is about balance as well, and also about, it's like stability. I'm getting sort of mental stability is starting to happen for you as well. So mental, emotional and physical stability is happening for you. So that's what I'm getting from this group 3. So what I'd like to know, please now, Spirit, is how will this blessing show up in people's lives, please, in group 3? How will it show up in their lives? And again, on the bottom of this deck, this is the opposite of being bound. This is complete freedom, because you have, you know, this is the Two of Wands. You are kind of standing in your own power. You have the world in your hand and you're able to go forward. You have a plan in mind and no one is holding you back. So how will it show up? We have Five of Pentacles, followed by the Seven of Cups, followed by the Seven of Swords. What I'm getting here is that you've been, at the moment, you're still a bit in this energy of the Five of Pentacles, but in terms of feeling that again, you're feeling stuck, you haven't got the means at the moment to do what it is you want, to focus in the way you want. But what's happening is that there's like a fog here with your dreams and how you're going to manifest them. But it's like the fog is starting to lift and things are starting to become a bit more clearer. And I'm getting a sense here, a lot of the times this Seven of Swords is depicted quite negatively, but not all the time. I'm getting a sense in this reading, this is kind of this lone wolf, independent strategist kind of energy. So this person here, he's collecting all his swords and he's finding a way. It's like you're finding a way around things, and it's very, very independent as well. It's like you're seeing a way out of this feeling of poverty, this feeling of lack and restriction that we have here. And it's like you're suddenly, if you look in this Five of Pentacles card, we have this church with the glowing yellow pentacles. This is what is available to you. And what's happening, the figures in this card, which are representing you and where you are in your life journey at the moment, they're starting to look up and they're starting to see what is in the unseen and what can be brought down. And you're starting to develop strategies that will enable you. You're starting to see ways that you can, you know, independently get what it is. Okay, so I want to get a bit more information. I'll use this deck, this other tarot deck. So Spirit, please can I have more information about how this blessing will show up for people in their lives, please. What I'm also getting a sense of looking back at this spread, group 3, is that some of you, if it's not related to a job, it could be related to something that you're finally seeing the truth. It could be about a behavior or something about a person, or it could be some sort of kind of toxic environment, toxic workplace that you're in. You're starting to see, it's like you're starting to see through illusion. You're starting to really see what's actually happening. Okay, and this will lead you to becoming free. Okay, free from all of this. Okay, so we have the Hanged Man. Oh, these are all in reverse. Sorry, I dealt them all in reverse. So we have the Hanged Man, the King of Pentacles, and the Six of Cups. Wow. Okay. Yeah, what I said about this you know, this church, the pentacles in the window, they're like glowing and showing a way. And this Hanged Man, again, his head is glowing. And what's happened is he's had to kind of, he's swinging, but he's upside down. So he's able to see things from a different perspective. And this is what's happening for you. You're able to see, because you're seeing things from a different perspective. You're able to see the darkness in situations and what can be gained from that as well. Remember, you're lifting the veil, and what this is doing, this is making you feel much more aware and much more secure and grounded on earth. And getting a sense before, there was something that you felt a lot of fear about, which was, you know, it might have been making you feel a bit kind of vulnerable. Almost, it's like that childlike energy of things that you're scared of. But now it's like you're starting to see a way out, and you're starting to see a way that you can kind of weave around this situation. It's kind of a lone wolf energy. You're starting to get much more independent. You're not needing so much help from others. This is what I'm getting here. This King of Pentacles is really wanting to come through. It's about cultivating prosperity, abundance and groundedness as well. So what I want to know now, please, Spirit, is what can people in Group 3 do to ensure that this blessing impacts their life or affects their life in the most positive way, please? Okay, so we have the Page of Pentacles, the Three of Cups. Wow, these are really, really positive, Group 3. And we have the Four of Wands. Wow. This to me, again, I think we're carrying on from this energy of independence. And what they're saying is, it's like you're strategizing at the moment, but what will happen is what you have to do is sort of elevate this Seven of Swords energy into the Page of Pentacles, where you are feeling much more grounded, much more centered, and much more clear about your focus and direction. If you look at this card, he's really, really focusing on this pentacle. Again, he is to do also, he is a student of the occult esoteric knowledge as well. And I believe that you have gained that through being in this difficult situation, and being in this darkness, feeling this restriction, you know, this devil energy. What it's done is connected you directly to source, and you are able to see both sides of a situation really, really clearly. So what's happening? This is giving you sort of loads and loads of insight, and now you can go forward positively. And what's happening is that energy is now changing into the Three of Cups, where you're feeling really, really fulfilled. This is to do with celebration. This is to do with enjoyment, and also enjoying your own company and the company of other people as well. What it's telling me is like your relationships as well, because of this, because you're starting to feel less restricted, more independent, and you get more abundant, more prosperous, is that what you need to do is really, really tap into that feeling. Really, really work on just, you know, gravitating yourself or letting towards people that actually appreciate you, people who don't want to restrict you, you know, just for the enjoyment of being with somebody that you want to be friends with, basically. That's really, really lovely. And what we got here again, we have another card of stability. We've got the number 4, as in the Four of Swords. It's like this has changed into, it's kind of, it's like a partnership I'm getting from this as well. Some sort of celebration, a partnership. Now, for some of you, it could be a partnership with parts of yourself, like, you know, the shadow side and the light. Everything's come together in a kind of a partnership, and you get stability from that. And again, this is to do with celebration, enjoyment as well. For some of you as well, if this is to do with relationship, it could be that some sort of dynamic of a current relationship, or what it could be is some sort of energy that you carry through from a previous relationship with somebody else, whether this be a friend or a partner, as we see with this Devil card. That made you feel restricted. What's happening is, because you get more independent, you're actually gravitating towards people who deserve you, basically, and who are more in line with your vibration, your new vibration of positivity and individuality. And what's happening, there could be for some of you some kind of partnership or something with this person. Again, whether that be a friend, a relative, or could be in a romantic sense, okay? But it's something really, really strongly on relationships. And for some of you, it's relationships within yourself and with other people, and it could be both as well, okay? So that's really, really important. And that's what you need to kind of do. It's like go with the flow and just retain the independence. And what they're telling me is these sort of things will gravitate towards you, because you're giving off this lovely kind of Page of Pentacles, very confident, intellectual, kind of focused energy. All right, so get a bit more information about this, please, Spirit. So what can people do in Group 3 what can they do to actually ensure that this blessing that is coming towards them, to ensure that it impacts their life in the most positive way? we have the Five of Swords, a very different energy from the Page of Pentacles. We have the Queen of Cups. Okay, and we have, again, we've got the Six of Cups. All right. So yeah, this is to do with harmony, again, with yourself and other people. And this Queen of Cups is really, really important. We've got two Cups energies. So this is very much to do with you tapping into that, tapping into what your feelings are saying to you. It's like you're getting a knowledge of what kinds of people or what kinds of situations are right for you and which kind of situations aren't. Okay. And what it's saying me is to go with your intuition. They're saying your intuition is really, really important at this time. And if you follow your intuition, you will naturally gravitate towards people and situations that are worthy of you. Again, you'll start to go away from this kind of energy. And it's like you're being given a gift that your inner child has wanted for so long. It's like a sense of pride, a sense of, it's like you're celebrating yourself. You've achieved something, that you've passed a particular a milestone, or it's like a rite of passage as well. That's just what I'm getting from this. That's really powerful, Group 3. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to get some oracles just to give a little bit more information about this. So again, I'll use, like in the other readings, I'll use this lovely numerology deck just to see, can we have some clear messages, please, Spirit, about the blessing that is coming towards people in Group 3, please. So, the blessing, how will it show up? And what can people in Group 3 do to ensure it impacts their life in the most positive way? Moderation. Yeah, as I said before, when I'm saying what I think it is that moderation is knowing that you have to moderate the dark with the light. Yeah, you're getting a real sense of balance coming forward, and this is leading, definitely is leading to some sort of financial abundance, and things are starting to come through for you. Again, if it's not financial, this is it's something material on the earth plane as well. Then we have change. Yeah, you will notice some big changes happening for you. You're starting to see the truth of things, the truth of matters. Things are starting to be open to you through the fog. The fog is starting to lift because you're seeing things from a different perspective and you're feeling really, really big changes. And then we have individuality. Wow. And we have the master number 11 as well. So yeah, what we get here, individuality, this is what you need to do, Group 3. We have the Page of Pentacles. So it's just like really, I feel that what they want you to do is really, really build up a sense of your own identity. Because you've seen the dark, you've seen the light, you've seen the darkness of other people possibly as well. You've seen the truth of things. Now you can really move forward. You've gained all this insight. You've gained all this knowledge, all this strength. There's so much to do now. Gain this insight. You will start to kind of get to grips with who you are and who you are as a person. Okay. So, lastly, I will use this other deck just to give some more information. Okay, so the blessing, we have revealing radiance. My light illuminates the world. Wow. Yeah, feeling restricted to revealing your light. If you're seeing this Fool card, very similar. You see the sun here. He's actually opened up his heart. He's opened his body language. It's like he's revealing. He's been illuminated. He's not frightened to go out into the world and show the best version of himself. And I feel that that is a change on an energetic level that is happening for you. All right, and you will attract all these wonderful, wonderful opportunities to you as well. And then, how will you know? Embarking on an adventure, I savour the wonders of the world. Yeah, and this is definitely, as you can see, you have that lone wolf energy. It's like you're healing from this, you know, the difficulties, that feeling of restriction and vulnerability in the past. And what's happened is you're able to see all the possibilities that are open to you, okay? And they will bring abundance to you, group 3. Wow. And then launching your journey. I am an intrepid traveller sailing forth into the universe. Okay. Yeah, and as you can see with this Page of Pentacles, he is starting his new journey. It's like the I see you as group 3 as you're going this big, you know, you're on this big soul journey. You've gone from a place of fear and feeling restricted, and you're gradually building up your confidence, and you know, you're embarking on an adventure. You're revealing your true self, all the things you can do, and it's like you're welcoming the unknown, and this is what's going to elevate you forward and receive these blessings from the universe. Lovely. Exciting. Okay, thank you group 3 for watching. I hope you liked the reading. If so, please hit the like button. Please feel free to leave any comments below, and please feel free to subscribe as well. Okay, so thank you very much for watching, and goodbye. Hello people in group 4, and welcome to your reading. You chose the lovely Tiger Glass crystal, and this reading will be about what blessing is coming to you. Okay, so let's begin. Spirit, please can you tell me what blessing is coming towards people in group 4, please? What blessing is coming towards them, please? Okay, so we have the Ace of Cups, followed by the Ace of Pentacles. Wow, 2 aces. Followed by the Fool. Wow, this is powerful. what I'm getting from this group 4 is that you are getting some sort of release from something that has been affecting your emotional and your physical health, possibly. Because this is about new beginnings. Ace is about new beginnings, and it's really amazing that you've got the Ace of Cups, which is to do with emotional fulfillment, and the Ace of Cups, which is to do with like a new opportunity on Earth, or you know, physical fulfillment as well. And we have the Fool, which to me is like, I'm seeing a story here. It's like you're getting these aces, and this Fool is like releasing you. It's like you're getting reborn into a kind of a lovely, vibrant, carefree energy. I'm getting a sense that your inner child is starting to emerge into the foreground as well for you, group 4. This is really wonderful. Wow, strong sense of new beginnings here. I'm going to get some more information about this, please. So Spirit, please can I have more information about the blessing that is coming towards people in group 4, please? I just get a feeling that doors are starting to open for you. Okay. Okay, we have the Justice card, followed by the 9 of Pentacles, followed by the Magician. Wow, this is strong stuff. So I'm getting a sense that it's like you're having some sort of karma, something that's been holding you back, possibly a long time now, through this incarnation, possibly through previous incarnations as well. Something that's it's finally starting to lift. It's like you're starting to be released from something. That's what I'm really, really getting from this. So, and I think what is happening is that it's something so powerful, something's starting to shift. There's a big energetic shift. Your karma is like being resolved, there's balance being restored. And what this is doing is this is making you feel very emotionally fulfilled. Your heart is being healed. And what this is doing is affecting your mental health as well. Physical health, you're feeling much more physically vibrant, which is enabling you to be, it's like you're happy in your own skin. And you're able now to go forward and start manifesting and accumulating all these pentacles. So what's starting off, what this Ace of Pentacles is doing, it's showing you the first pentacle. So the first thing, it's like opening a door. This karma's been lifted and the door's opened and you're being shown by source the first thing that you were able to achieve. And this is like a kind of domino effect. You're getting this first thing and behind it, it's loads of other pentacles, so loads of other things on earth. So this, again, this could be physical health, physical fitness, it could be prosperity, you know, financial prosperity, independence. I'm getting all them sorts of that, all that sort of positive energy as well. You have a lot more energy, as we see here with the Fool card. You have a direct connection to source, okay? And what's happening is you are becoming the manifester of your own destiny, which we have with the Magician. Strong leadership energy. Because you're being healed on a very, very deep spiritual level, as well as mental and emotional and physical. It's like your mind is clear and you can move forward and you are able to use all of the elements, for example, water, fire, earth and air, all of them at your disposal. And you were able to go forward and manifest what you want directly from source, okay? I get a sense of a lot, it's like a big energetic clearance and something new and fresh is coming in for you. And it's giving you that kind of independent leadership energy and that you are now finally in control of where you're going. And you're able to manifest really, really well and manifest what it is you want, okay? And what I'm getting a sense of as well is that you are starting to shine and people will start to notice something in your aura. People who pick up on auras, and even if they don't, there's something about you that's shining. They might not be able to put their, you know, put their finger on it, but there's like a radiance that you're emitting, which is what I'm seeing with the Nine of Pentacles, the Magician and the Fool card. It's like an open, radiant energy. Things are really, really shift. Your aura is clearing and it's making way for the new. And as you can see, this Ace of Pentacles is also shining as well. This is really, really wonderful and really, really positive, Group 4. So what I want to know now, please, Spirit, is how will this blessing show up in the lives of people in Group 4, please, Spirit? How will this blessing show up in their lives? On the bottom of the deck, on this deck, we have the Eight of Wands, which is, to me, you know, it's like you've got a freshness. Things are open now, and you're going forward really, really quickly. It's like you're able to set your intentions, like this Magician, and actually put them into reality, which is really, really lovely. So we have the Six of Wands, very victorious energy. The Eight of Swords and the Devil card. Very interesting. I just get a sense that I'm looking at the direction of the Six of Swords and it's like this person, which is you, is battling all of these residual things. So again, this isn't happening straight away. It is a process. But what's happening is this is starting to become more prominent. The Six of Swords, this kind of, you're out in the open, you're confident, you're bold, you're actually fighting against all this restrictive mental restriction and vulnerability and everything shown by the Eight of Swords, and also the feeling of restriction shown by the Devil. It's like you are, at the moment, you feel like you're in battle with it, but I think what's coming through is that you are winning the battle because this karma is being lifted. This massive energy shift here. I'm going to get some more information about this. So how will it show up, please, in the lives of people in group 4, please? It's like before, when, you know, all these sorts of things would have possibly made you feel really, really crushed and defeated. Now, because of this energetic shift, you have the boldness, the confidence to actually combat it. Okay, we have the Judgment card and the Knight of Cups, and then, wow, the Ace of Wands. So far we have 3 aces. Wow. Okay. So the Judgment card, it's like you have, I'm leading on from this karma that's been lifted from this Justice card. It's like you are getting communicated directly, like from the universe. It's like you've got a calling and you've got a sense in you at the moment that you need to carry on, and it's something really, really big. You might not be able to put your finger on it, but it's like you have a really big purpose, and it's like you're being communicated in whichever form. It's like somebody somewhere, kind of in the unseen, is saying to you, it could be your inner voice, it could be spirits, it could be angels, anything like that. They're communicating to you and they're giving you loads of information and telling you it's time for you now. It's like a call to arms, really. It's time for you now. It's your time to move forward, and to move forward victoriously. And what's happening is, by doing that, this blindfold with the 8 of Swords will be lifted, and you'll be in a much better position to receive this blessing from the universe. And this is a process that's happening. And as a result of that, you have, it's like this darkness with the Devil card has been lit up with an Ace of Wands. Again, it's a new beginning. This is like confidence, inspiration, new ideas. It's like new energy, new vibrancy, new health that you have in order to combat all this. This is what's happening with you at the moment. Wow, amazing. So what I want to know now, please, Spirit, is what can people in group 4 do to make sure or ensure that this blessing impacts their life in the most positive way, please? Okay, we have the 5 of Wands, followed by the King of Swords, followed by the Tower. Wow. Yeah, what they want you to do, they want you to show, it's like courage in your own abilities and in your own self. As you see with this 5 of Wands, what they're telling me is that you are at a point in your life where you are ready to go forward with this confidence, and you were able to go out kind of into the world. Now remember, this is proportionate as to where you feel you are at the moment. It could be just stepping outside your front door. It could be anything. It could be, you know, speaking up about something, whatever it is. But you're feeling you're actually in a position where you can compete with the rest of the world. And it's just competitive. It's not negative, or it's not about conflict. This is about putting yourself out there and feeling you have a right, you have a place in the world that's really, really valuable. And yeah, you have to be really, really clear-minded about this as well. And what it's telling me is for you to act confident, even if you don't feel confident at the moment. It's like you're getting into this mindset, and they want you to be as clear as possible in your mind as well. And then we have the Tower. So yeah, I think you have to accept that. I get a feeling it's telling me that it's like taking a risk kind of energy. Now again, it doesn't have to be a massive risk. This can be taking little steps each day that feel really, really tumultuous. They feel like it's going to be a terrible time, but actually, it feels a bit uncomfortable. But afterwards, it is really, really worth it, because you're getting this magician energy, this fool, everything, all the Six of Wands energy that's coming through because of this. So what they're telling me is that you need to allow this transformation to happen. It's really, really important, because you're feeling it's really, something really, really big is directing you on this horse to go forward through all this. So any more information, please, Spirit, about this? What do people in group 4 need to do to allow this blessing into their life? Okay, so we have the Two of Swords, followed by the Star, followed by the King of Pentacles. Yes. So what it's saying is, now in this instance, what I see is that there could be a bit of hesitation here, sort of mental hesitation, similar to the Eight of Swords. Is better. There's mental hesitation, but actually it's more focused. You're not feeling as vulnerable. You're actually, this is like planning how you're going to achieve what you're going to achieve. This is very, very logical as well. They want you to be logical, but they also want you to kind of come out of this position and actually take them little risks, take them little steps each day. And what that will do, that will give you much more clarity, and you will then, what you'll be able to do then is transmit all your wishes and your fulfillment down from source. Hello, I'm really, really sorry, group 4. My video camera just decided to cut out halfway through the reading. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to continue on using the oracles just to get a bit more information about this reading. Okay, so Spirit, please can you tell me, people in group 4, what blessing is coming in for them or coming towards them? And how will it show up in their life, and what they can do to ensure that it impacts their life in the most positive way, please. Okay, we have spiritual career. Okay. Followed by abundance. Wow. Followed by manifestation. Wow. Okay. This is really interesting. Remember what I said to group 4 about you have some sort of a calling, and it's like, it's almost like you're facing the forces of darkness as well as light as well. And you were meant, it's like you're on a crusade, if you like, forgive the terminology, but you're on kind of a crusade through it. And this is for yourself as well. It's like you have you have, and get, you know, whether you want to have a spiritual career, whether you want to give a message to other people or not, what they're telling me is that the blessing is that you are really, really aligned with spirit, because you have that direct connection to the Fool, which is to do with source energy. We have new beginnings as well. It's like you're seeing a new purpose. And again, this is to do with that karma being lifted. You're really becoming really, really powerful, group 4, in your own selves. You're able to manifest, but it's like you have that kind of a leader energy. And you're coming from a place where you didn't feel the leader before. You felt very restricted. But now it's like you have a calling. Okay. Wow. And then abundance. So how it will show up in your life. Things will start to become really, really clear. It's like you're going to have an abundance of new ideas and new confidence as well. So I'm getting a sense that new things are being born within you, and that you're projecting out into the world. So if you do have an idea for like some kind of spiritual business, it could be to do, for example, it could be the tarot, it could be working with crystals, healing, all them sorts of things. What they're saying to me is that it will be really, really abundant for you in your life. Okay. And then, wow, this is wonderful. How you can how you can bring this in the most positive way, this blessing, is to manifest. Okay. So what they're telling me is you do have to go out into the world. You have to sort of make the world aware of your presence. All right. It's like you don't need to hold on to it anymore. it's like the world wants what you have to give to them. And I'm getting this wonderful, like, it's like Aquarius kind of really, it's like high vibrational energy that you're bringing into the world, because you're coming from a sense of, it's like your inner child is being reborn. You're bringing something new. This is the blessing. It's something really, really new, something that's been born, something that needs to be cultivated and nurtured, and you're bringing it into the world. And this star card, this is about renewal after destruction, after what happens in the tower, because we have the 16, the major arcana of the tower. It's like the old has been destroyed, okay? The old restrictions have been destroyed to make way for number 17, which is the star. Okay, a much broader, deeper perspective that you're bringing to people. And it's like you're manifesting your future, and also it's like you're a guiding light. This is what it's like you're a guiding star to others as well. And because this will give you a sense of purpose and a sense of clarity, you feel wonderful basically. And also this will also make you feel very, very grounded, and you'll get a lot of financial independence from this as well. This is really, really powerful. Group 4. So I'm going to get a last oracle deck just to give a bit more, whether it be a different slant or something, just to emphasize the earlier points. So Spirit, just a bit more information please from this deck for the blessing that is coming towards people in group 4, please. I just get a sense, I get a feeling that you're going forward, like you're rising forward metaphorically, and you're bringing a message with you. It's like you are an instrument of enlightenment. You're meant to enlighten people. All right, you're kind of leading the way with clarity. This is wonderful. So the blessing, being in the flow. I'm in the flow of the universe. Remember what I said about you're connected directly to universe. This is what the blessing will be for you. You are the magician, basically. Wow. And then we have accepting what is. I accept and embrace my inner majesty. Yeah, this is about not just believing that you have this blessing, you have this talent, but knowing it. Like the person depicted in the Six of Wands. It's like you have a mission, you have a calling, and to know it, and just accept it as a fact of life. Okay. And that will, it's feeling abundant in that as well. And then we have making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. Wow. Remember what I said, you're like a guiding light, you're like a guiding star for people. And what it's saying is that you can manifest not just abundance for yourself, but massive positive change for other people as well. All right. So you have a really, really big mission here, group 4. A spirit wants you to achieve it, and what they're telling you is to take them little risks every day that will get you more and more towards that. Okay, and yes, it will feel uncomfortable, but the reward will be very much worth it. You will be abundant, and people around you will as well, from what you have to give to them. Wow, really, really powerful. You're going to become really, really powerful leaders. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, well, thank you, Group 4, for watching this reading. I hope you liked it. If you did, please hit the like button. Please feel free to leave any comments or feedback below, and please feel free to subscribe to my channel. Okay, thank you very much, and goodbye.